Okay, everyone. So, for the sake of encouraging people to post ideas which might be opposites to what analysis others are doing, just to whether it's opposites or it's the same, you should post it. Because at the end of the day, we're playing a game of probabilities. And whether someone loses that trade or wins it, there's a lesson to be learned. Dispel from your mind the idea that only winning trades are good trades. That is completely bullshit. And excuse my language, but that is bullshit idea because you miss out on a lot of lessons which can be learned from failed trades. So all I'm trying to say is I encourage people to post opposing ideas. Someone might be taking a sell somewhere, someone might be taking a buy. That's both good. That's the entire process of evolution, trying out all possible outcomes and favoring the lessons learned from those that succeed, right? So I'm gonna, on purpose, actually, I do agree with that analysis, but on purpose, I'm gonna give opposing analysis, right? For the sake of encouraging that, right? Okay, look here. So, I'll make it simple. I'll say based on this level set at 1321 when 43, based on these points here, and also, hold up, based on this here, this points, all of the activity that occurred here, this level alone, I will say that I expect, because this was a resistance and now it has become a support. So because of that, plus the added pressure of this entire momentum shift over here that happened, I expect it to retest and move upwards. So I'll say it's a buy, right? Now let's move down to the lower time frames. You can see here some activity where it reached over really nicely, really good confirmation, and now it's been retesting this low here, preparing for a move to the high, right? So this is the 4 hour. Let's go down to the H1. On the H1, I will say something similar. I'll say that regardless of this here, might looking like an information, but it's actually a period of consolidation of which it's still gonna move upwards. So we can buy as a position trade or wait for the breakout here for a safer entry, right? M15 for the lowest. I enter on H1 maximum, but I'll go to M15 for the sake of sort of promoting this idea. You see, we can see our level more clearly defined. We can see by the 50 EMA here how momentum is really stalled here, but it hasn't completely reversed to the downside. Even though price on the M15 is still trading in between the middle Bollinger Band and the lower, indicating a short move, the overall momentum should carry us upwards. The only alternative that could happen in this case is that this is actually a peak formation, because we had a peak formation down here. And how many days of rise do we have follow that, right? We can just count this as a day of rise as well, because it also represents the basic characteristics of the trades we like to look for, right? So we can say 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th day of rise. So there's a possibility for a downturn. However, momentum still has a good chance of outplaying the usual structure. So that's the idea that I will posit for the sake of putting forth an opposing idea to the trade. It doesn't help any of us, if whether we have opposing ideas or not, to simply follow their ideas, regardless of whether they are right or not. That will be proven by the charts. We are not gods, we are only traders, using what we have in front of us to make decisions. So people should put forth opposing decisions that don't even go together, but then both parties should review their own decisions and the decisions of others with complete objectivity, free of emotion, free of personal opinion. Simply evaluate what analysis did they do, what is happening right now, what is the end outcome of that analysis, what analysis did I do, what's happening now, and then when it ends, obviously, what is the end outcome of that analysis, and we take lessons from it and we keep moving forward. That is all that matters. Pure strategic thinking, pure clear-minded thinking, considering all possibilities, accepting other people's opinions. Understanding other people's opinions without accepting them, without judging. You understand? So I agree with the move to the up, but for the sake of this, I'm gonna stick to my guns to the low for the sake of promoting this idea, and I hope it does stick. So yes,